right, we're back with Cageside Rewind, this time with one of our own, Mr. Battleborn himself, Mario Bautista. What's going on?
Nothing. Just living the dream.
Pretty
feeling
fun
good.
weekend?
Fun weekend.
You do
made some
anything
money.
interesting?
Just got a little fist fight. So it was good.
Not much on your side.
No, it was pretty quick actually. So
It was sweet. How's it feeling? Like, what did it feel like afterwards?
felt pretty cool. Surreal. Those are like the moments you think of, like when you grow up. You're the main event fight. You don't dream like, oh, I'm gonna be on the prelims and this and that. No, these are the moments you dream of. So for it to go just like the way I pictured it, it was pretty cool. It's cool to look back at it. It's a good vibe like around the gym now, and good vibe everywhere.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking of? When you're a kid and you're playing out in the backyard or you're playing basketball, it's always the NBA championship game and the last second three. Like, you're right. You're not fantasizing about, oh, I'm sitting the bench and I'm really working my way up.
Exactly. No, it was fun. All the things, like the main event of the evening, like all the intros, it was sick, and it was a good time. So
yeah, man. How was the first 5-round fight? Was it any different for you? I mean, preparing, obviously.
Preparing, just being on top of little things like, diet, and we actually reeled it back on the strength conditioning stuff, and put more into MMA. Yeah. And that's why I was able to do like those 5 rounds, throughout camp, just off the bat. So
that hard strength and conditioning will wear you down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's important. And that's something you've gotten great at over the years. Like, your physicality in the ring is something due to all your hard work in the gym. Yeah. But like, we had to be really conscious of the cardio part of a 5-round fight. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just also going through like the rhythm of like a 5-round fight. There's like highs and lows throughout that. Yeah. When to push it, like when to move around, think about what's going on, adjust. And so I think you need to have the cardio to stay focused in there.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to Winnemucca. That's where you're from. You were born in Winnemucca?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, born and raised there.
All right. Who's been to Winnemucca? If I haven't been, tell me about it. Tell me about the booming metropolis that is Winnemucca, Nevada.
It's a small mining town. That's what goes on there. You get out of high school, you look for the best job, and that's what it is there. So it's either you join the mines, or you just kind of hang around and just.
What do they mine? What's the mine?
I think the biggest thing out there is silver and gold.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's the silver state. So I think there's like a lot of silver out there. My dad, I think he's been out a miner for a little over 30 years. Wow. Yeah, I think, it has to be over 30 because he started before I was born. So I'm probably say like 35 years he's been a miner. So that's what it is to do out there. You have such I wouldn't say a diverse like population out there, but it's like miners. You got cowboys out there. You got your bad side of like things. You got your drug addicts and stuff like that. But it's all close quarters, so you see every part of it. You take a
next door
2-minute drive, you're right there. It's not like here in the big city where you have to drive like 20 minutes and then you find yourself like in a weird spot or in a nice area. So that's how it is out there. But close community, everyone's looking out for each other. Do one thing Saturday night, Monday morning, everyone knows. And talking about it. So
your history teacher's like, I heard what you did.
Exactly. Just like, dang.
So you wrestled from only in junior high, right? Or high school?
I started off in high school. Yeah, because me and my buddy, Bobby Marley, we joined the football team, but we were like probably like 105 pounds, like soaking wet.
Shit.
So we're sitting on the sidelines there with like the helmets on, looking like lollipops, just put me in, coach. I feel like we never got played. So,
what position did you play? You had to play cornerback or wide receiver.
It was wide receiver, and cornerback. But
were you fast?
I guess faster than most people, but didn't get played. So, after that season, he convinced me. He's like, "Hey, let's join the wrestling team." And then we tried out for the starting spot. And I was varsity all 4 years, so
wow. What'd you wrestle? 103 to start?
103 to start, yeah. And I think I was just like pretty physical and stuff. I didn't really know like wrestling moves or anything like that, but just like roughhousing like throughout, growing up, with family members and stuff. I was kind of used to it, tossing people around. I remember for wrestling, this one kid, I think I like just tried like a power bomb thing, and he got upset. He's like, "This isn't WWE, okay?" And I was like,
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just trying to toss you around. So, but yeah, that's where it started off.
And that's where you got the question for the referee that one fight.
Yeah.
What if I hit him with the suplex?
What about a suplex?
I still love that moment. So I was stalking you on your social media last night, and I saw a picture of you going back to visit your coach, and I know you've said good things about him. Tell me about him and his influence on you.
Yeah, John Brooks. He was the wrestling coach, head wrestling coach. And like just going through high school, through the wrestling program there. To me, he was like a cranky old man, And then growing up, I was like, kind of in and out of trouble and whatnot. You'd have my dad say things to me, and it would go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And I remember just one time, he sat me down. I think I messed up pretty bad, and he's just scolded me, and it really got to me. I felt like I let someone down, But I always talk highly of him. He's like a gem that's there in Winnemucca. Anytime I hear him talk, or I hear like you talk, or all these great coaches and the high-level MMA, high-level coaches, he has that, the way he talks to us, And I just remember him always, just like how you did, when I'd have like bad days, I'd be on the ground getting mopped up, and afterwards he'd say, man, if I had your skills, I'd have it all, you're going to make it one day. And I'm just like, are you sure?
I might not make it to the door, coach.
Yeah. Are you sure? I don't know if we're saying the same thing here, but always like lifted me up and everything. So I think that's where the root of hard training, just being consistent with hard work, and that's where it stems from, I think.
Did you like it right off the bat, that kind of grinding, hard work, physicality?
I don't think I liked it, but I seen the benefits of it. Once I believed it, and once I took a few losses, I'm gonna do what the coaches tell me. I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna prove to them like nothing's gonna change. I'm not that good,
Yeah.
Did it for a week or two.
And all of a sudden,
I'm winning. I'm like, dang.
Oh, all right. The old cranky guy knows what he's talking about.
Maybe he's right, So I think they instilled that in me. So.
How did that lead into fighting? Like I've seen a backyard fight with you when you're in your socks, by the way. That leads me to another question. Why not bare feet or shoes? How do you get to socks?
I don't know. I think I don't know with the shoes, and I think I always started off like with a head kick too. So
nice.
I don't know about the shoe thing.
How did that turn into, like, when did you start fighting? Was it something you always thought you wanted to do?
Yeah, I think growing up, we watched a lot of boxing, with the family. We always had pay-per-views and everything. I don't want to say I like street fighting, because I feel like it has like a bad, rap to it, but I just got into a lot of street fights. But it wasn't until I joined wrestling, that's where I learned like real training,
Yeah.
For boxing and stuff. I want to be a fighter. I'd go and hit the bag for like 10 minutes and call it good. I'm going to be a champion.
Yeah.
But then I got into wrestling, and they ran that program, and I felt what real training is like every day. And so brought that in. I was already kind of boxing. I wanted to be, a fighter.
And you knew that in high school?
Yeah, a little bit before high school, I think. I wasn't sure. I don't remember if I wanted to be like a boxer or whatever, but I think I started watching, Pride, UFC, and this is what I want to do, And then the only outlet is like street fights and whatnot. And then with boxing and high school wrestling, just started mixing it together. We'd watch UFC fights and try
some of the
jiu-jitsu moves. Yeah, triangles.
How did that end up in backyard? Who organized those?
It would just be like a talent thing. There was, I think, probably the one that you've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kids set it up like, oh, we're gonna have a backyard fight, like a movie, like Don't Back Down style.
Yeah.
I remember going over there with my gloves and, thinking it's going to be like just young kids. And they're like, oh, just go through the front door. I go in through the front door, and the kids' parents are sitting right there on the couch, and I'm just sitting at the door. And he's like, oh, yeah, my name's whatever. Oh, they're out back. And I was like, this is like kind of weird.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So there's a few those videos online. Those are it. But there's like, I had a camera that had like 40 like boxing matches we'd have behind like the high school and everywhere around town. So
Do you remember that one little amateur boxing match you had here? Out in the middle of a baseball field, and the cage moved. It wasn't locked down. Yeah. I literally had people holding the corners.
Yeah.
And the guy outweighed you by quite a bit.
30 pounds, 40 pounds.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I still remember, and you're like, you look great in the fight. You did great. Yeah. That just reminds me that probably gave you some flashbacks.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, that was just mats on the ground and just a cage on top.
On the dirt.
Yeah.
And it was sliding around, I remember for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that thing wasn't bolted down at all.
God, that's hilarious. Yeah. That's funny. You probably like, well, I moved to Phoenix and now I'm right back where I started from, doing backyard brawls. Right. So how did that lead you to, because you had 7 amateur fights, right? Or did you have more than that? I found 7.
No, there's more. There's some that weren't accounted for because it was like on a reservation.
I remember you told me you had like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I thought.
I want to say it was probably 10.
Yeah. Yeah. And then your 11th one was here, or 10 total?
No, I think I had 10 in Nevada. I think I had 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. 1 amateur, and then we did Joe Riggs's deal.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't counting the Joe Riggs one. That's funny.
Yeah.
But you had one. I remember you telling me you're like, I'm ready to go pro, and then you ripped off 6 in a row, right?
Yep.
So what brought you to Phoenix? Like, so you're fighting Winnemucca. You have 10 fights. Were you just thinking, how am I going to take this to the next level? Yeah,
because it was just me and this one other kid that were taking it serious. Their total class was probably like 6 people, but 2 of us taking it serious. And then the gym got shut down. And then I was just looking for another spot. I just wanted to continue.
I remember, again, last night reading on your Facebook, you're like, hey, who wants to come train? If you don't come train, this place is going to get shut down.
Yeah.
Was it always a worry that there weren't enough people in there?
Yeah, because you want to get work, right, with guys, whether it's jiu-jitsu. Sparring was like once a month if you could get a group of guys to come.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like it is here. But yeah, I think there's even a picture of me just by myself, like in the gym.
I saw it.
You know, just things like that. So I just wanted it to continue and, see where it could take me.
How did Phoenix come out of that?
Well, there's 2 spots, right? So we were looking in Sacramento, but that place was super expensive being in California. I'm sure it's worse now.
Was it Faber's place? Were you looking at Faber's place?
Yeah, Faber's. But, and then here in Phoenix.
You didn't get him, Uriah.
Sorry, Uriah.
He's here. Don't be sorry. We're glad.
Yeah, and the only reason I looked at that spot, too, is because we went to that UFC convention that they do, International Fight Week.
Oh, yeah.
And he was there. He got me into a little combine thing, and he was kind of helpful. So that was an option because of that. And then here in Phoenix, Ashley's dad lived here, so he was able to help us out. And then we moved here. I had a stack of gyms, seen the lab on top, went to it, and threw the rest of the way.
That's all she wrote.
After practice, yeah.
I read a post. You said, hey, I made the fight team. And I don't really remember that. I remember you being here. And kind of, it's been so long now. How long has it been? 10 years? 12 years?
I think 12 years now, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, for me, you've just always been a big part of the fight team. How was that? Was it nerve-wracking, or you just knew it was going to happen? Because I was pretty receptive to it, I think, right away. Saw how you worked.
No, I got here, seeing the gym. I remember like just having like the butterflies, like, oh, I'm in a big gym. That's Benson right there. And I talked to you, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. You gave everyone the same spiel, like had no special treatment, like, yeah, just show up, to all these classes, and then we'll talk. And I think it was like that Tuesday, and then by that Friday, you invited me to come spar Saturday.
Yeah.
And I came here Saturday, and my first round was against Tanquinho.
Oh.
Yeah. Ben said, hey, you think you could do a round with Tanquinho? Like, yeah, no problem. And then
how'd that go?
Well, this is what Benson said. He was like, just don't let him take you down. And I'm like, I wrestled 4 years in high school.
You don't understand who I am, I guess.
I got hips, dude. He ain't taking me down. I think he ended up choking me out like 5 times in that round.
Yeah. So. Well, I mean, that's a whole new level if you haven't seen it before.
Yeah. Going from Winnemucca to the highest level of jiu-jitsu.
To the ADCC world champion, black belt world champion.
They didn't tell me that until afterwards. So
that's awesome. That's like giving you wasabi and telling you it's ice cream. It'll be fine. Just take as much as you want.
Taste, No, but it was a cool experience. And then, like I said, from there on out, like never
What was was there any culture shock for you moving down here? Or was it just like, hey, cool, I'm in, I'm doing it, you know?
No. What like drawn me to it was it felt familiar, like with high school wrestling. It's the same kind of team mentality, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't go to any other MMA gym, so I didn't know how it'd be like, but it felt natural to me, you know?
Yeah.
It was a team thing, so that's what drew me to it. Everyone's looking out for each other, helping each other, and it was a consistent program to seem like. So, and it is. That was 12 years ago, and we've had like the same program.
Yeah. So. I mean, it's, right? It's weird how we were talking about that overnight success after 12 years of hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, I forgot to ask you, the Battleborn tattoo, when did you get that?
Oh, geez. Must have been 17 or 18. I ended up getting that tattoo.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of like it's for my uncle. My uncle, me and him watched, he got me into UFC and
the same uncle that was here?
No. My uncle, this uncle passed away a long time ago.
Oh.
But he was like, we always watched these UFC fights. At every pay-per-view, we watched them, and we would try these moves and stuff. And he had Brown Pride in the same exact spot. And then we always just talked about representing Nevada and, like, you know, being Battleborn in this. And so this was like probably a few months after he passed away. I got him done in the same spot that he had Brown Pride.
Oh, that's a great story. What was his name?
George.
George. Mm-hmm. And who's your dad's brother?
Yeah, dad's little brother. He was the youngest out of the group.
Your other uncle that we just saw, is he your dad's brother too?
Yeah, my dad's brother. Yeah, so it's like my dad have an uncle in Mexico. There's like 8 of them, bro. To be honest, it's one of those Mexican things.
A collection.
Yeah,
of Bautistas.
My uncle and then Francisco. That's the one that you've seen.
Yeah,
they're always together. So a couple in Mexico. Lots of aunts. So it's a big little Mexican family.
That's awesome. Oh, I didn't know that was a tribute to your uncle. That makes me like it even better.
Yeah,
I already liked it. Now, John, have you heard John Anik talk about? He just put out a clip with him and Kenny Florian.
I've seen a little clip
about how you need to talk more shit to get on there.
Get all crazy.
And I like the Battleborn thing, but now John Anik, like, you gotta. This is a good story right here, man. Yeah. It kind of cracked me up, and I really like John. He's been I don't want to say a supporter, but I think he supports everybody. Mm-hmm. I really like him because he's very, like, he wants to see people succeed, you know?
Yeah.
And I think he really likes you, and he'd like to see you jump up there.
Yeah.
But he went off on, like, and then some guy talked about Super Mario. I've called you kind of that since the beginning, but I didn't ever mean it. Like, I remember us talking about it. Why, tell them why you didn't like that Super Mario moniker.
Oh, man. If I made it Super Mario, I would hear that Mario Brother little song all day long. That it's a me, Mario. And then I just know they play that thing so much. Yeah. So that's probably the reason why. I feel like I'm one of the guys that has like so many options for a nickname. Battleborn, Super Mario, Main Event Mario, the Winnemucca motherfucker.
Yeah, like, I've been trying to get that one through, and it just hasn't worked yet.
So one of them's got to stick. So
I think Battleborn's sticking for sure.
Yeah, I like Battleborn. So.
I remember us talking about that because I always called you Super Mario, but it wasn't about the game.
Yeah,
it was about you.
Oh, I know it's not about the game, but you know.
But everybody else. Anik had some guest on it was going crazy. He's like, he should wear a red hat, some suspenders. I'm like, dude, you do not know Mario. He is not going to do that.
No, definitely not.
So that as you're coming up, though, you know, we get those wins. It was a great streak, but talk about how there were some struggles coming through, right? There was times that it was hard for you to make it into the gym, working and making money and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Tell me about those times.
Yeah, definitely before the UFC, you know, because it's hard to make money, even like as an amateur, you know, you're trying to make practice, trying to make a living at the same time, trying to find the right job that supports the gym or your gym time. So it's definitely a struggle, but I think working for that company, Safe Light Auto Glass, and then just showing them how hard I work and showing them I'm dedicated to the practice and winning, you know, amateur fights, a pro fight, even working there, then they were able to get me part-time, even though it's something they don't do there. Right. So that was cool of them. And then just making it work, you know, just doing that for a couple years, still making it to practice, getting better. That's all I thought about. you know, that's all I think about. You know, even throughout those times, work, afterwards, we practice, watch fights. In my mind, I think about fighting, I think about moves, go to bed, think about moves, wake up. It's just something I've always thought about.
Passion of yours. Yeah. When you, there's a couple times where like life got heavy and we wouldn't see you for a little while, and I would bug you, send text messages and see where you're at. Was there ever a consideration that it wasn't the life for you? Did you ever have a thought like, man, I don't know?
No, I mean, not, yes, but that was, I think around the time where Ashley got pregnant with Addie, and it kind of hit you, you know, that was like a surprise, you know. And so I wasn't in the UFC. I wasn't making great money. I was like in debt. And it was still like Addie was born, and it was still another 9-10 months until Contender series.
Yeah.
So that was it felt like that was my chance to get in. And so, you know, I kind of said like, man, if I don't make it into the UFC on this Contender series, I might have to just, you know, you have to take care of your kids. You have to take care of your baby.
Yeah.
So I kind of set in my mind, like, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to have to, like, move on. And then luckily enough, we got called in 2-3 months later.
That's awesome.
On that short notice. So that was...
yeah, that's hard for young fighters.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so... like you said, the schedule, you know, making it all the time. Because some people think they're doing it, but they're not consistent. So they're just basically falling down the mountain slow.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're never going to get there with that effort. That, in my opinion, right? The consistent day after day, hour after hour is what builds you to where you're the example, perfect example of that.
Yeah.
And so I had never really heard that, though I thought it was time. You were 6-0 at the time, 5 finishes, and then you get the call to the UFC. How was that?
It was pretty crazy. I remember I had like a big bowl of spaghetti in front of me. Big bowl. I was about to down it. And then I seen that Jason called me, and I answered, and he was on 3-way with you. I was like, oh, I need to go take this call. I'm not sure what it's about. Didn't think it was about the UFC debut.
Right.
It's probably another like LFA fight or something, you know. Go in the garage. You guys tell me the news against Sandhagen. I said yes. And I remember just walking back out of the garage and just like looking at Ashley. I'm like, they called. And she, I that's all I said. I'm like, they called, and like she knew, and I was like, so yeah. And then we had our debut.
It was a week, right? Or a little more than a week? How long was it before?
Oh, it was like, I think you guys called on that Friday to fight the following Saturday.
Yeah. So you flew out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flew on Tuesday.
That was 7 years ago. Did you know that? It was 7 years ago. Almost exactly.
Dang. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Time flies. Oh, but I feel like we've done a lot of work in between that time. Yeah.
You know, you have the second most bantamweight wins in the UFC since 2019.
Yeah.
You have 10 wins in the UFC, and Merab has 12. Not bad.
That's crazy to hear those numbers.
Yeah.
Like, especially knowing where we've came from.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, and the work that we've done. That's pretty cool. And it's Merab too. The dude's just...
Well, he went on the tear. He's the only one that had a longer winning streak than you at the time, you know. And an 8-fight win streak, it turned out, oh, what a cool thing. Anyway, like that steady work. Yeah. You have 14 UFC fights now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
14.
Mm-hmm. I remember we were getting to that number 6 UFC fight and thinking like, man, I've had half in the UFC and half out, and now like, you know, my whole career has been in the UFC. So.
Yeah. And such a cool career. And that brings us to the fight that we just had, right?
Main event, baby.
Main event. So when you heard about that, how excited were you?
I was excited for the main event spot, you know. The opponent, it was whatever, you know. I think they just had to, you know, give me an exciting fighter or whoever. But I was just happy that it was a main event.
Well, they hyped him a little bit. Remember the preview I think it was the week before the UFC? Yeah. He has arrived, and it's all Vinicius. And I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking to Addie right now, and she's like, yeah, I was so worried you're going to lose. I seen his videos, and he was winning, and one guy looked like he died. I was like, yes, I seen the same videos. I understand how
you feel. Yeah. Standing in the hallway is the worst. You're standing in the hallway ready to go on, and they're playing every highlight in the guy's whole career. Yeah. And I'm like, damn it.
I'm like, damn.
What did we sign up for?
Yeah. Or even like that for the Umar fight in the back when Nasrat got head kicked. I remember watching that and I was like, damn, I think I'm up in a few.
I would like that not to happen to me.
Yeah,
I'd like to not have that happen. All right, so here we are. Main event, Mario. The Winnemucca motherfucker. Battleborn. The main event. Man, I was so excited. I think everybody around here was just so excited for you, brother. You've put in the time over these years. Been one of the most consistent people, if not the most consistent person, you know. You mentioned it one time in the room. You like, coach tells you guys just to do what I do. And that's what it is. If somebody wants to be good, they come in. I'm just like, just follow Mario around and do his schedule. It's going to be so that we're there. Like, you're probably never going to have another 3-round fight in your life. And this is it. They're going to be main events or co-mains and big shots. So, all right, let's watch it. So how did that feel, hearing those words, main event?
It felt crazy. I always like this announcer, WEC. That's all I think about.
Joe Martinez. And he announced a bunch of Ben's fights from the WEC.
Yeah. So pretty crazy moment. You kind of visualize this like, okay, it's going to be a little bit longer intro, you know.
Yeah.
They got a lot more things to say.
And the walkout too, right? We started the walkout, right? In the Apex, you walk out long way, you know, like they give you another walk.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the Apex? Like, it was better? The new Apex, is it different?
Oh, definitely. Like, we've been there since COVID days, so like it was empty when we first got there.
Remember?
Yeah. It's just like you could hear everything. But they got a little crowd going on for sure.
Yeah, it's nice. A little more energy, which is like, for me, I don't care. Like, I want to just win. But for you guys, I want you to enjoy the moment, you know. I want you to have that moment, like the crowd roaring when things go good.
Yeah.
Where was Addy sitting? They were in his corner, right?
His corner.
You're looking right at him right now, over the top of the fence.
I couldn't find them at that moment. Yeah, I was like slowly, like just like looking around for them. Like, God, looking around. Be tough. Be looking.
I wonder where they are.
Damn, where are they? Did they make it? Damn.
Yeah, I was wondering when you jumped up. I know you saw him. I saw you waving to him. I couldn't figure out if it was his corner or our corner. It was the far one, huh?
Oh, yeah, at the very end. I finally seen him. Yeah, but when I jumped up, I just jumped up on that side. But yeah. Those guys were going crazy.
Yeah, they had some liquid refreshments and were feeling it. What did he say there?
He's like, how about now? You want to kiss me now? And I just blew him a few kisses right there. I'm like, huh?
Coming from the weigh-ins, right?
Yeah, coming from the weigh-ins. So
he broke his character there.
He's just trying to intimidate me. But I think me responding just like that, I think he just can't get in my head.
No. Honestly, I feel like that about you, that you're not intimidated by anybody. Like, you're going to fight him regardless.
Yeah. And if you beat me, more power to you, but it's not going to be easy.
So what are you thinking right here, starting off? Just getting the feel?
Yeah, getting the feel. Just seeing, I want to see what he's going to do, try to get the timing down. I think one of the first strikes he landed like an outside like kick. And I kind of felt the power a little bit. But I felt like I could kind of see everything coming, you know? Yeah.
That little calf kick was, I think, maybe the best thing he did the whole night, to be honest. The little pendulum kick.
Yeah, that one was good. From this stance, I could clearly see it.
Yes. Were you fight from southpaw sometimes.
These guys prefer to put pressure forward, but they do it very differently.
Big right hand, try to kill him with that one.
Yeah. Then he kind of initiates the wrestling here, so that was like fine for us.
But that was a surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your game plan? What were you thinking about to start the fight?
Just kind of feel him out, see what the big shot that he's going to throw. I was waiting for like that blitz, of him just starting that juggernaut style that he has. But we're able to close the distance right here. And at this point, I don't want to let him go,
Yeah.
So I let him kind of use his energy.
I was pretty shocked that he wrestled us.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea
for
him, because we had talked about it. I wanted to get him in there and wrestle him a little bit, whether we were successful. Like, this is fine for us. I think I said that to you in the corner. Like, if nice use of that wedge to get out of there too. But if he was doing our game plan for us.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would be able to physically stay with that style.
Right here, he ends up grabbing my glove, but at the same time, like, he's so committed to that, he's not protecting his face. And
your shoulder was underneath it. Like, he didn't have a good position for this single. It's like Yachty was coaching you to hold that arm too, yeah?
Yeah. Right here, I started giving him knuckles right there.
Oh, those were hard. Those are sucky shots. You know where I learned those from was from Jorge Masvidal doing it to Benson in their fight. Oh.
Ran this double here.
That was such a nice setup. Like not forcing him, but inviting that knee and then running all the way through that exchange there. How do you feel here to you?
Honestly, he didn't feel too strong. He felt like big, but not strong. This was a good like heel hook attempt. Or I mean, I wasn't sure, but just trying to peel that foot off. I think this is like where he really started to feel like my strength here.
Well, we worked hard in the camp with 45ers the whole time, to make sure that we were up for the size change, the strength of him. Yeah. So I don't feel like you were going to be shocked here.
No, I felt good about that too, because there's that whole talk of him being, I cut 50 pounds, I weigh 165. I'm like, because then I could honestly say, well, I was going with big guys the whole time.
The whole time.
And I went 5 rounds with these guys. So.
He has pretty sticky feet here. I think he does a pretty good job of. You went for the Benson there.
I tried. I got it about a foot off the ground. But.
I'm sure you get a message from Bulldog later on that one.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yeah, these sticky feet and these up kicks. And I was concerned, I think about Frankie Edgar and Benson with that. One kick can change the whole thing.
Remember, Mousasi beat Jacare with an up kick, knocked him out cold. Yeah. And that's what I kept saying to you. Like, I didn't care what you did. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to think about those up kicks first. Yeah. I think him doing this, too, really wore on his abs, his core strength. Like, he's not really doing anything, just really almost like an extended leg lifts.
Yeah.
And working really hard here. And you're putting some weight on him.
Yeah, and this surprised me here that he stayed there like that. I bet his coaches were pissed.
I think he's used to being tighter. Like he turns away from people and gives his back, or he has in other fights.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. But I haven't seen him in that position that much.
Yeah, I just don't think he had a good get up from there, because he does later, I think, turn his back.
Yes.
And it just got worse for him. Yeah.
The fact that he just crawled back to his corner, did you see that?
I wish I would have.
Oh.
I probably would have started out a little bit hotter. But that's crazy. It's crazy you showed.
After 1 round, you're training for a 5-round fight.
Yeah.
He's obviously talking about his arm already.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like what you said after the fight is that everybody goes in there with injuries.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And honestly, if it was that bad, you don't have to take the fight.
No, you don't.
You don't. So that's your choices, and whether you choose to or not.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
But then you can't talk about it afterwards. Yeah. And if in the middle of the fight you're talking about it, then you made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember when Jared broke his forearm against Robert Whitaker? I had no idea.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me.
What was that, like in the first or second
round? First round.
Yeah. He went through the whole fight.
First kick, yeah. How'd you feel here? You feel like that we had gotten our game plan going?
Yeah, and I already knew. I'm like, if we go at this pace, or 5 rounds is going to be like nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Did a good job checking those calf kicks. But you're saying you felt them pretty good too.
Yeah, they did hurt, but I think they hurt him quite a bit too. This one, I was like, ooh. He's so easy.
He didn't like that.
He's so easy to rile up.
You got right into there. You pulled right into the garage.
I knew that was going to happen. Like, if I wanted a shot, just entice him.
Yeah.
And he'll come forward.
Yeah.
Level change.
It's so emotional.
Little Ezra's.
Ezra's switch on that. That was nice. Did he grab the cage there?
Yeah. Ended up grabbing the cage. This is where he told me, he's like, you're strong, brother. You're really strong. I was like, okay, let's go.
Oh, I love you pulling the back leg out there. I was sick.
Just keeping him moving.
This is nice, too, because you have that kind of single, that high ball ride, but you're not so committed. Like, I think sometimes people have gotten on his back and they're like, oh, I got his back, I can't lose it. And they end up losing it because of that.
Nice little slam there.
That's just wrestling basics, man. When you reach back in that body lock for the wizard.
That was a trigger for me.
Yeah. Look how tired he is here.
I was like...
that was the only shot that he landed the whole fight.
And I felt that, and I was like, it's not bad. I obviously don't want to get hit and get caught with nothing dumb, but...
You know, his leaning off to that left side, nobody's ever taken advantage of it. Like, and we didn't really, honestly.
No.
I wonder, is that just a weird timing thing on his part?
It was. I tried to land that elbow because he Kyler land it. It's just weird to get the timing on it.
Oh, man, that was nice cover into...
And you could obviously tell what he wants when he leans that way.
Yes.
You know?
Oh.
That's sweet.
That's some high-level stuff. Tell me what happened there.
I just got me with, like, honestly, a little takedown I probably shouldn't have got taken down with, but just used the momentum of it. I felt that butterfly hook in there, and I was just going to send it wherever it goes, scramble up on top.
Yeah, it was good use of the double unders in the pass. Right back to the same position. Yeah. I think he's tired right here. Cooked. Again, he did a pretty good job keeping butterfly position, keeping his feet engaged.
Yeah.
But his lack of any frames at all, any upper body involvement, I feel like was weird. Like, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, yeah? Mm-hmm. He's strong. That 2-on-1 grip he used standing up with us against the cage, using here. But that was nice to peel that off with your knee.
Yeah. Yeah, it just felt like anytime I'd settle in position, if I wanted to posture and throw something, he was pretty good about getting back, getting his knees back through.
No, he's sad right here.
I love this position. This is Benito Lopez. This is Guido Canetti Lopez position.
Yes.
This is like where it went all bad for those guys. Yeah. And this is where I felt like I was getting to like that half guard a little bit easier, just passing that little knee shield that he had. I put in this flipper right here.
Yeah, that's a nice pass.
Once I was through, I continued all the way through.
Oh, reminiscent of the old bulldog right there.
That might have held on to that choke just a little bit longer. But
what's the feeling now?
It was awesome. Like, coming off a loss, you go through that whole camp, try to prove yourself. You're on the biggest stage, a main event. You got to go out there and prove yourself. And like I said, watching that kid's highlights all week, and then just to dust them in
like
two.
Like a relief?
Almost? Oh, it's the biggest relief, yeah.
I got chills again watching it.
Another one in the books. That's crazy.
I was thinking about this the other night. Last night in class, I taught that sequence.
Oh, nice.
The whole sequence, from the guard pass, knee slice, with the flipper, to the knee slice, right to the crucifix, the damage there. And that's such a good jiu-jitsu position too, like a upper, like Bulldog. Like Bulldog would use it just to punish, but like you can go to the backside and you can take the back there, which is eventually what happened when he turned you. I thought you had the Kimura for a minute.
Yeah.
Like he almost gave it to you on the turn, huh?
Yeah, and I'm pretty good at there at the Kimura, like transition into arm bars and whatnot. But yeah, I think if it was still behind his back when I locked it up, I was gonna tear that thing off. Which luckily, like we ended up with the choke.
Yeah, chokes are nice because even if the guy resists, he just goes to sleep. Because, you're like that too. You're not trying to hurt anybody. We're just trying to win the fight.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's inherent violence in what we do.
Yeah.
But God, that is so impressive. That and the Benito Lopez. Like I feel like you've done some of the highest level jiu-jitsu I've seen in MMA.
Yeah.
Like tying things together that you don't normally see. The crucifix is there, but to that Kimura, to that back take, I don't know that I've seen that too many times.
No, and I think that's just like a testament to what we do here in the gym. I'm not the only one that does it. I don't think I'm the best that does it here. We got like the young guys like Anthony Cruz, Ezra, those guys, and to watch them flow and kind of put it all together. I think that's the way it needs to be, because my mindset was past that guard. Once I got the flipper and passed into side control, I didn't stop there. I kept going.
No.
It's just like a sequence of things that you have to keep doing.
And I think that's a real strength for you. And I think it's a weakness in some people. It was a weakness for me when I trained. Obviously, I never trained at the same level. But if I got somebody good and I got a good position, I didn't want to move again. Like I wanted to hold it. Something that I love about you is that you're going to go to the finish.
Yeah.
Like if we don't finish somebody, it's not because we weren't trying to. They were just good.
Yeah.
So you're at the end, you're like, oh no, I'm going to tear this off the bone. Like I'm going to eat today. I love that about you.
Yeah, and I think we set it up good. We have good practice. We have our drills where we do take down to a finish, and keep moving, like, add a little bit more. Don't go to the same submission. So I think, we're doing it here.
Yeah, man, you're doing it. Yeah. At the highest level in the main event of the UFC.
Yes, sir.
Before I let you go, what are you thinking about now? Like short-term goals, long-term goals? How are you feeling about what's next?
So there's only like a select few of like options now, right? Since we're in the top 10, I think we moved up one spot, which is
Jesus.
Like come on, dog.
I swear to God, they just cemented you in that number 9 spot. It's like, dude,
it's so hard to budge out of there.
You got to give me a break on that.
So, but definitely move up the ladder. I made my call out for Sandhagen. I seen that song called me out. It doesn't really interest me, and then now I even heard him say he's going to be in Macau or join me in Macau.
Definitely not.
I'm not going to wherever that is, probably in China. I'm not going.
It's far. I've been there.
I think Sandhagen makes a little bit better sense, which is a fun fight, because I think a win over him definitely shoots me right there into title contention, or possibly fighting for that belt, And we got that win back too, on a full camp, Whether it goes good or bad, like I just finally get that chance,
Yeah. And you've come a long way. It's been 13 fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he has too. He's a really good fighter.
Yeah.
Like it's a good challenge, but every single fight for you is going to be the hardest fight you've ever had now.
Yeah.
There's no more easy ones, and there hasn't been for a little while.
Yeah.
Once you had that 8-fight win streak, you cemented yourself into 25 minutes of hell.
Yeah.
For the rest of it, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we're off to a good start too.
Just what you asked for.
Yeah, we're doing it.
What do you got? I don't know, man. Like, what do you think? Do you think of life after fighting ever?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if I want to like go back home, like have that little house on the prairie kind of feel. What's that phrase? Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. I just want to be out there in my garden, just like scarred up and stuff, and possibly teaching right there in Winnemucca. I think that'd be cool. There's nothing else like it, and for me to go back, UFC fighter that's done it, and give back to that community and add to it, because I think someone like me can meet 20 kids that were just like me, and give them an outlet, to do whatever they want. They don't have to fight. They can just.
Well, like your high school wrestling coach helped focus you and your energy.
Yeah, exactly. So if I can be like that for someone, I would definitely want to give back in that way.
Yeah. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I love that. Well, that's the perfect way to end this thing.
Right.
I could see you, old scarred up old man, taking these kids, whipping them up good, giving them a little bulldog, giving them a little yachty in there.
I'm going to be the perfect, I think, cranky grandpa old man. I can't wait.
That's your goal?
Yeah.
You're going to get there if you want.
I'll get there.
Well, you got some good role models, and you have such you're so quiet, so sometimes people don't know, but you have such a funny sense of humor, and you really enjoy the shit-giving part of this game too,
Yeah.
And surrounding yourself with Bulldog and, I've seen Meza and Benson,
the older brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the older
brothers. And they're
brother.
always bullying your ass.
Oh, yeah.
And you're laughing about it and coming through it,
It's fun. Those guys are great.
So. Yeah, it was fun talking to Bulldog again today, too. So, all right, that's it. From Winnemucca to the UFC, the main event. Mario Bautista, man, you're the man.
Thank you, Coach.
Love you, brother. Hey, we're going to get to that title fight.
Yep.
We're going to do the same thing again, except we're going to have a gold belt around our waist.
Yes, sir.
I like that. All right, guys, thanks for joining in. We'll see you later.